Benvenuti a SoundCheck, benvenuto Tony Hadley, welcome.
Thank you, grazie.
Anzi, Anthony Patrick Hadley.
Anthony Patrick Hadley, it sounds very posh. Most people just call me Tone. Just Tone, simple.
Nessuno ti chiama Tony. Nessuno ti chiama Patrick. Oh. Nessuno ti chiama Anthony Patrick. Nobody call you Anthony Patrick.
Nobody ever calls me Anthony Patrick. Everyone just calls me Tone. That's simple. Tony, I don't mind Tony, and Antonio, Italiano, But no, just Tone.
Anthony Patrick è molto figo, come nome, nessuno mi chiama Anthony Patrick, mi chiamano Tony, in Italia Antonio.
In concerto quest'estate festeggi 45 anni di carriera e quindi io ti chiedo, senza pensarci sopra, 3 momenti di questi 45 anni che ti vengono in mente. 45 years of activity in three moments.
Yeah. 45. How do you get to 45 years of music? I'm lucky enough that when I signed a record deal when I was 20, and here I am at 65, and still making music. So we're doing a tour of Italy, it begins in July through August, September, going to many beautiful places in Italy and playing all the hits and some new songs from the new album for next year. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Sono molto fortunato, ho iniziato 45 anni fa, quando avevo 20 anni, sono ancora qui che faccio musica, iniziamo un tour in Italia fra poco, sarà molto bello, ci divertiremo molto. He wanted 3 special moments of this career.
3 special moments of...
The first.
The first thing that comes to
Okay, signing a record deal.
Okay.
Because without the record deal, there's no career. Live Aid and Band Aid.
Okay.
Phenomenal. An experience that will never happen again. And surviving as a solo artist.
Primo momento, firmare un contratto con una casa discografica senza il quale non ci sarebbe stato nulla dopo. Secondo momento, il Live Aid, una cosa irripetibile, which is 40 years today. No, 40 years on the 13th of July when you started.
Sì, 40 years di Live Aid.
Il terzo momento è sopravvivere a una carriera solista.
1981, your first shows in Italy, and what do you remember about the period?
Well,
aspetta che devo rifare in italiano, scusa.
Italiano, sì.
Ok. 1981, Much More di Roma e Odyssea 2000 di Milano, i primi 2 show degli Spandau in Italia. Cosa ricordi di quel periodo?
My memories are... Spandau Ballet were not very famous in Italy in 1981. And all I remember there's the Much More Club in Milan, So Iggy Pop was playing down the road. He cancelled, so all these Iggy Pop punks came to our show. And how can I put this? There was a big fight. and all I remember is coming out of the club and these punks are trying to sort of bang, bangs. And it was a big punch up, yeah.
Quello che ricordo del 1981 a Milano, gli Spandau non erano ancora molto famosi, suonavamo in un locale vicino a dove avrebbe dovuto suonare hip hop che ha cancellato all'ultimo minuto, quindi tutti i fan punk si sono trasferiti nel nostro concerto e quello che successe fu appena fuori dal locale una grossa rissa.
Yeah, welcome to Italy.
Hai collaborato anche con molti artisti italiani, da Caparezza ad Arisa, da Nina Zilli a Elio Le Storie Tese. Ecco, ti hanno lasciato qualcosa queste esperienze?
You work with a lot of Italian artists, Arisa, Elio Le Storie Tese, Caparezza, Nina Zilli. Which kind of experience left in yourself from all these collaborations?
I think I've always had fun. I mean, what's been interesting is trying to learn a song that's got very much an Italian influence. So because the melodies are always, you know, Italian people are really into big melodies. But I suppose the furthest I ever went with an Italian artist was in terms of recording and writing and video and stuff, was Caparezza with Malanconia. Great artist and a good fun guy. Lovely man.
Sono state tutte esperienze molto divertenti, molto curiose, entrare nell'estetica di una melodia, il modo di cantare italiano, appunto di musica italiana. L'artista con cui ho collaborato di più è stato Caparezza, entrando ormai in Malinconia, perché con cui ho fatto un videoclip, abbiamo fatto un servizio fotografico oltre che brano, quindi è stato molto bello.
Ok, faccio prima, io lo dico in inglese e poi I tell you in English and then I do the question in Italian. I want to ask you something about the particular experience here in Milan. I was only 16 2 years ago, ok?
Ok.
2 anni fa hai fatto anche un'esperienza molto particolare qua a Milano, incidendo ambulance.
They're coming to take you away, haha, they're coming to take you away.
Ok. 2 anni fa hai fatto anche un'esperienza molto particolare qua a Milano, incidendo I Was Only 16, che era una canzone scritta dai piccoli pazienti dell'istituto oncologico, dell'istituto tumori, Istituto Nazionale Tumori?
Istituto Nazionale Tumori, sì.
Quindi, piccoli pazienti dell'Istituto Nazionale Tumori qui di Milano. Che esperienza è stata?
2 years ago, you recorded a song with Faso.
With Faso, yeah.
It was a charity song
For the
song written by
the kids that are going through cancer, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Faso approached me, and wanted to put a song together. The beautiful thing about the song was the music was great, but it was the fact that the words were put together by the children that were experiencing the horrors of going through cancer treatment, and I thought it was an amazing thing to do, and the lyrics that they'd written, the words were fantastic, and it was totally from the heart. So an honor to be a part of that. Really cool.
Faso ci ha contattato un paio di anni fa con questo progetto. Lui scrive la musica e questi bambini ricoverati all'Istituto dei Tumori hanno scritto il testo. È stato molto bello per me partecipare a questo progetto perché il testo veniva veramente dal loro cuore.
You have in your life 3 marriages, 2 with wives and 1 with a band. It's enough?
I don't need any more.
Hai avuto 3 matrimoni nella vita, 2 con le tue mogli e 1 con la band. Basta così oppure c'è qualche altra cosa?
Yeah, I do not need any more marriages. I'm lucky that I get on with my first wife, Lanny. We get on great, which is fantastic. My second wife, Ali, she's my rock. She's amazing. And but at the end of the day, they're both mothers of my 5 children. Lanny, 3 children, and Ali, 2 children. So, and we all get on fine. All my kids love each other, and my ex-wife and my wife get on great, which is great, fantastic. And the third marriage to the band, we ended up divorced as well. So, you know, and being in a band is very much like a marriage. It's very difficult because, you know, different personalities, different opinions. It's always complicated. And within a band, there's always probably 2 protagonists, and there was in our band, that's for sure.
Non ho bisogno di un altro matrimonio. Fortunatamente ho un ottimo rapporto con la mia ex moglie Naomi, da cui ho avuto 3 figli. La mia attuale moglie Ali, ho una roccia, 2 figli. Tutti i figli vanno d'accordo tra di loro, le 2 mogli vanno d'accordo tra di loro. Sono molto fortunato. Con la band ho divorziato come con la prima moglie. Le band a volte sono come un matrimonio ci sono delle incomprensioni, ci sono due fazioni che si scontrano, come è successo a noi. And I forgot what you said.
Well, I said there's always normally two protagonists in a band, so, and sometimes
Too much ego in the same band.
too much ego, yeah. Sometimes, yes. I mean, there are. I mean, I think to be successful in the music business or as an artist, you have to have a bit of an ego. You know, I mean, I just happen to love what I do. Have I got an ego? Probably a little bit.
Per avere successo devi avere molto ego. Si chiede, ho un ego io? Forse un pochino.
A proposito di famiglia, sei diventato un nonno da poco?
You're a grandfather now? You just be a grandfather?
Yes, I am. I'm literally 1 month ago, on a mese, become a grandfather to my daughter Tony, my oldest daughter, and Andy. And I've had a little baby called Frederick, or called Freddie, and he's just so beautiful. It's a really, really good, I mean, I don't feel old enough to be a grandfather, but it's a fantastic feeling, and I'm so happy, it's amazing.
Un mese fa mia figlia Tony, si chiama Tony anche lei, con il suo compagno Andy hanno avuto Freddy, è un'esperienza bellissima, non mi sento abbastanza anziano, però sono un'esperienza molto bella.
La faccio in italiano prima. The mood I'm in was la faccio in inglese. The Mood I'm In è un big band album. Ecco, ti chiedo, tu preferisci il Tony crooner o il Tony pop singer?
What do I prefer, being a crooner or a rocker? Difficult. I mean, I love both because, you know, I love Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Ella Fitzgerald, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin. I love that kind of music. But then I also like pop rock music. I grew up with Elton John, Rod Stewart, Roxy Music, David Bowie. So I like that rock side of Queen. So I like that side of it as well. So I'm lucky that I'm able to sing croon rock.
È una risposta difficile da dare. Amo entrambi i musicali, amo molto artisti come Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Ella Fitzgerald, e nello stesso tempo mi piace molto la musica pop rock, David Bowie, Elton John, Rod Stewart. Quindi sono molto fortunato di poter saltare da un genere all'altro.
Un imprinting importante della tua vita fu a 17 anni alla Royal Albert Hall con tua madre a vedere Frank Sinatra. An imprinting of your life was when you was 17 with your mother at the Royal Albert Hall.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah, I met Frank Sinatra. I was with my mum Jo, who's now 92. Fantastic. I mean, she's amazing. And literally, I went across the stage, and there he was, and stuck my hand out, got pushed back, stuck my hand out again, and we had a conversation. And he was really charming and really lovely. And he said, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm at school, but I'm in a band and I want to be a singer, and one day I want to be at the Royal Albert Hall." And 6 years later, with Spandau Ballet, we were at the Royal Albert Hall.
Quando avevo 17 anni sono andato con mia madre a vedere Frank Sinatra di Londra, sono riuscita a infilarmi backstage, ho incontrato Frank Sinatra, è stato molto, molto dolce, molto tenero, e gli ha chiesto cosa fa e lui dice voglio essere un cantante, quindi Frank Sinatra gli ha augurato meglio. 6 anni dopo, con il Spandau Ballet, ha fatto un concerto alla quindi gli ha portato fortuna.
A settembre a Londra al Design Museum apre una mostra su il Blitz, il Blitz, il locale dove voi siete nati di fatto. Ecco, che ricordi hai di quel tempo? Which memories you have all the times?
Well, I'm really good. There's a big exhibition in London. I have really fond memories. I mean, it was the start of the band. I mean, although we were at school together, and we were various different bands before we became Spandau Ballet, the Blitz was the environment in which we were launched, and record companies took interest, and we finally signed to Chrysalis Records, and it was great. I mean, there was no social media, no mobile phones. It was just word of mouth, people were dressing up, looking avant-garde, playing great music, electronica music. It was a fun period for music and all different things. It was amazing. So there's a big exhibition in London, yeah.
Sì, c'è questa grossa mostra sul Blitz a settembre a Londra. Il Blitz è stato dove è iniziato tutto. Gli Spandamale che esistevano anche con nomi diversi di band, ma è stato il Blitz che praticamente si riunivano, si trovavano, non c'erano i telefoni cellulari, non c'erano i social, era tutto un passaparola, quindi essere in quella scena era molto importante.
Quasi 20 anni fa, nel 2007, hai fatto anche l'esperienza del musical in Chicago, Billy Flynn in Chicago. Hai mai sentito il desiderio magari di riprovarci oppure no?
Have you ever felt like doing a musical again?
I did Billy Flynn, Chicago. I did it for 3.5 months. It really was the right time, the right place, because my daughter Zara, who's near just finished school, 18, and she was a baby, she was just a baby. So it was the right time to do it. I've been asked to do musicals. I did it once, it was great, but if I'm honest, I like playing with my band and coming to Milan, coming to Rome, coming to Munich, coming to Frankfurt, going to LA, and I like the freedom of rock and roll, if you like, yeah.
Ok.
Ho fatto Chicago per 3 mesi e mezzo, giusto, mia figlia Zara è molto piccola, adesso fino a 18 anni, ma dire la verità per me è una cosa passata. L'ho fatto una volta, è andata bene, ma preferisco suonare con la mia band.
We've all got the cough.
Yeah, no, io sono appestato proprio. Ok. Bene. Grazie mille Tony, grazie di essere stato con noi e noi
Grazie,
tutti
good to see you.
Con Tony quest'estate in giro per l'Italia. Grazie mille.
Aha!